we talked very briefly about units. And it's often very confusing about what we mean by a unit of alcohol. So here's a quick challenge for you guys to try and work out the number of units in a bottle of wine. Let's just look at some definitions and we'll go from there. The first thing is a unit of alcohol is defined as 10 milliliters of pure alcohol. So 10 milliliters of 100% alcohol. Now obviously whenever we drink, say, wine, if we were drinking 100% alcohol, that would mean we'd only be able to drink a very small amount before we'd drunk maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or even 10 units. So we actually drink alcohol which is a little bit weaker, or a lot weaker actually. And that might come in the form of, say, wine or beer, cider, something like that. Now typically a bottle of wine, like you can see on the screen, is about 13.5% alcohol. That's quite strong for wine. It could be anything between 10 and about 14%. Now the question here is how many units then of alcohol is inside my bottle of wine? To do this, one thing you do need to know is the volume of a bottle of wine, and that's 750 milliliters. So what you mean is if you were to drink a full bottle of wine, then you are consuming 750 milliliters of wine, 13.5% of which is alcohol. You can see it's getting a little bit confusing. I want you to see if you can do the following, to tell me how many units of alcohol are there in one bottle of wine. Now, if you've done that and you've had a go, okay, and you're pretty confident with the answer, you could go off and do a bit of research. You could look around your houses, you could ask your parents, whatever, and find out the same for, say, beer, whiskey, vodka, any other type of alcohol. It'd be really interesting to see if we drank a full bottle, not that I'm recommending you do, how many units of alcohol you would have consumed. Looking forward to hearing your answers.